Hey guys, welcome back to Phantasy Star 4. This is Kaitan's29. In our last episode, we found the village of Molkom, which had been utterly destroyed, and we came across a mysterious wizard by the name of Rune, who happens to be an old acquaintance of Alys. Or, not Rune, Dias, I'm sorry. We recruited Dias into our party. Well, actually, he forcefully joined our party, and no, I know, it's not Dias, it is Rune. If you know who I'm talking about, viewers, stay tuned, because I will be LPing that game very shortly. I think in this episode we'll just showcase Rune a little bit. He has a few interesting things to point out, and things to do with him that I think are worth taking the time to show you guys, so let's do that. First and foremost, I briefly mentioned this, I think in the last episode, that items can be used in battle for spells. And Rune is the first character that comes with such an item. The wood cane here, if you use it in battle, will cast res on somebody, so Rune actually has a free heal, which gives him even more utility. Primarily though, he is a damage dealer, but it's there in case of an emergency, like say Han or Chaz die and need a quick heal and you have Rune in your party, you know, you can fill that role. What else can we do? We'll do Hume first. Yeah, that's pretty obscene. Let's see if we can use it outside of battle. I actually don't remember if we can or not. Yeah, give him a shield. Let's see, can we use this out of battle? No, you can't use the wood cane out of battle to cast a free heal. I guess that would be pretty broken and obscene. Almost ban-worthy, similar to the, oh god, what is that item in Dragon Quest? I think it's 4, 5, and 6. There's an item that you can use to cast a free group heal in battle. It's ridiculous, but that's not the case here. We can only use the wood cane in battle as a heal, so let's give him the wood cane back so we can do something with it. Oh well, I tried. Alright, let's go to the town of Krup, much to Han's dismay. Ah, it's his hometown. That's why he wanted to skip it. And I can partially agree with that. I can see why he wouldn't want to stop here. Let's go to the inn first. Ah, little duckies in the water. Nice touch, game. Nice touch. Oh, hey, a dog. Or sheep. Pig thing. Well, look at his sprite. The dog's fat. Bow wow. Remember that dog for later. He's actually somewhat important. Item shop. Let's see. Anything new? Telepipe and Escapipe. As you can see by the descriptions, they cast Venus and Ryuka. But we have Rune for that, so yeah. Save your money on those. Hey, how's it going? Yes, we're aware of that. Oh, we have to go through a maze. And it's blocked by a large rock. Of course. Let's check out the weapon shop. See, we have Carbon Helm, Carbonite Crown, Suit, Shield, Circlet. Those are slight upgrades to what we have now, but I have a better idea of what we can do with our money. So hold off on those. Trust me, it'll be well worth it. Disinherited, whoa! Oh, that must be his parents. Yeah, now it's saving the world. Oh, looks like Han and his dad don't get along too well. And it looks like I can't talk to people to save my life. I don't know, it didn't sound like it. Oh, so Han seems to be the son of the armor shop owner. we just figured that out, but hey, thanks. Yeah, hey, what's up? Again, yeah, this town has nothing important going on. It's kind of like a little pit stop on the way to Tonoe. Although there is one more person I do want to talk to. Saya? The vampire hunter? No, that's a different Saya. Huh? Is that your sister? Ah, your fiancé. Oh, go Han. Han, he's got some skills and game with the ladies. The blue-haired ladies at that. Very nice. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a fan of the blue hair. Sue me. Saya teaches children how to hunt and kill vampires. No, she's just a regular school teacher. Other than cutting heads off of vampires at night. If you don't know, I'm referencing Saya from the Blood series. The graphic novel I read back in the day was very good, and the movie was top-notch. Although I have not seen the anime series. I think it's Blood Plus. I've only seen a few episodes. I haven't seen the whole thing yet. I've heard good things about it though, and I do need to get around to watching that sometime. Maybe I'll do that in my spare time in between episodes, now that I'm thinking about that. But yeah, Han, he's engaged to a school teacher, and he's a student himself, so I guess that works out. Aww. Hey, no problem. It's the least we could do. He is paying us out of your wedding fund quite nicely, so don't worry, we'll keep him safe for you. I like this town, though. It's a nice little way to get some background info on your characters, a little flavor to the game, if you will. But other than resting at the end, maybe stocking up on a few items, there's nothing to do there. So let's go north on the way to Tonoe, and if we can showcase Rune a little bit more, we will. Yeah, that is a problem. Someone was talking about that back at Krup. Huh? You got a jackhammer or a pickaxe or something, Rune? What are you gonna do? Whoa, damn. Alright, I guess we don't need a pickaxe after all. I like how he's all nonchalant about it, like, no big deal, I do this all the time. Well, of course you haven't seen it before, he's like 10 levels higher than you. Magic? Magic? No, that's another kind of magic, which, again, we will get to that very soon, viewers. That game is definitely on my to-do list. If I haven't said so before, that game is probably my favorite game of all time. Yeah, I just can't say enough good things about it. Oh, don't get me wrong, it has its flaws, but it's still my favorite game. Anyways, this is the Valley Maze. Although it's not much of a maze at all, it's rather straightforward, but oh well. So thanks to Rune, we have access to this place, and this antidote that we will never use because, yeah, it's an antidote. A couple of new enemies here though, first one being carrion crawlers. They have an ability called Thread, which will reduce your agility to a single person, but it doesn't do any damage, so, whatever. Let's do or Gravity. 10 MP, hits all enemies. Yeah, that's very nice, very efficient. And this is actually a good time to gain some levels if you want to. You know, we have Rune in the party. He's obscenely overpowered. I would just abuse him while you can to gain some levels. That's why he's here. And this room is here for no purpose whatsoever. Yeah, we'll show Flaily. Why not? Same spell effect as we just saw, but it does some pretty nice damage. Talking about spell effects, that's one thing this game also does very nicely. All the spell effects, you know, they're short, they're sweet, they don't take forever. Unlike the summons in later Final Fantasies or some of the other long, drawn-out ultimate attacks that games like to do, which I'm not a big fan of. It's a lot of times, you know, they make you sit through this animation, and the damage that it causes is negligible, and it's just like a huge waste of time. Legend of Dragoon is also guilty of this, unfortunately, although they do have the option of turning off the transforming animations, so that's pretty nice in that respect. Another new enemy here, blobs. Blobs in this game have pretty high defense, low HP, but they are weak to magic. So yeah, gravity, that's the way to go. And again, just to reiterate one more time, as long as you have Rune in your party, there's no threat to your guys whatsoever. He's just that good. That path we skipped up to the right is just dead end, don't worry about it. Hey, surprise attack. Wow, I feel like there's so many things to go over here. Surprise attack does exactly what you think it does. It gives you a free turn in combat, which will trivialize mostly anything in the game. But, there you go. And yeah, we're already out of that quote-unquote maze. Tonoe. This town has probably the most wacky music I've heard for a town in a long time. It's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, let's stay at the end. Why not? And I just noticed this. There's no resting music in the game. I'm disappointed. That's heresy. Oh well. Alshline? Yeah, we're looking for that still. Oh, great. Grandfather Dorn. Alright, let's go look for that guy. Maybe he knows where it is. Huh? So, bake a cake. Nothing's stopping you. That was pretty random. What? That's what you're doing. Eh, whatever. What do you have to say? Oh, I've already talked to you. Whoops. Come on, Kai. Oh, naturally. I'll keep that in mind. I think that's a slight hint towards the combination attacks in the game and the macro system. He's kind of telling you to keep trying things out until you finally succeed. I could be wrong, but that's how I take that little piece of information. Parmanians. Parmanians are people from the planet Parma. It was briefly mentioned in the intro of the game, and it'll get explained more later. But just to go over it shortly now, Parma is one of the other planets in the solar system here. Ooh, titanium. That'll be nice to have. Where can I get some of that? No, I haven't seen it before, but apparently you guys have it. Is there a weapon shop around here, or an armor shop? No. So what kind of books they have here? Engineering. Alright. Generic soda. Not too interesting, but oh well, it's there. So let's find this Grandfather Dorn guy. He seems to know a lot of things. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, we kind of heard about that. Glad you escaped, though. Is this your brother? No, that's just an angry pirate. Gyar. No, he's not a pirate, but he is pretty angry. This guy here is actually her brother she just mentioned, and yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off too if some guy just came in and blew up my whole village and killed my parents, and I couldn't do anything about it. But well, we'll learn more about him in just a minute. But first, let's talk to this guy, Grandfather Doran. Sure. Game? Really? Yeah, he's not gonna spell his secret of titanium for us. Oh well. No, you're being a prick about it, so screw you. No, not really, because, yeah, about that rock. You want to know the measurements of that famous and beautiful hunter, Alys? Yeah, now we're talking. Yeah, I just said that. Anyways, from the top, 36. Good start. 36, uh-oh. Ha ha. I love that scene. She just walks around and punches him in the face. Well, what did you expect? I like the little angry heat wave things above her head and her sprite there. Oh yeah, what else is he supposed to do? Oh, I love that scene. That never gets old. What do you mean you put up with it? You decked him in the face. Well, I guess that's her way of dealing with things. Yes, we are. It feels like we're just on a wild goose chase at this point. Or not? Great. We'll just stock up and head back to Zima. Why would it be dangerous? Is it like the basement of the academy? Well, let's find out. Grizz, huh? So the pirate's name is Grizz. Nice to meet you too. Aw, really, game? You're gonna give us Rune for 10 minutes and then take him away like that? Ah, oh well. And there's Rune, breaking the fourth wall already, not even an hour into the game. He's right though, if we were to take on Zio right now, it would just be bad. Well, see you around. And there he goes. And Rune is replaced with Grizz, who sucks. Excuse me. Yeah, Rune, as you can see, he's not level 17, he's level 6, which is pretty much the same level we are. And compared to Rune, like I said, he just sucks. If you're a Grizz fan and you're watching this, I'm sorry. I don't like him at all. Simply because, as you can tell by his stats, he's your typical strong, slow, non-magic using tank of the game. And pretty much all he does is auto-attack and take hits for you. Kind of boring, but oh well, he does have his usefulness, I guess. He comes with full titanium armor and a titanium axe, so that's pretty nice. You know, his defense and attack are somewhat above average compared to ours. He does come with Bros, which is an instant death spell. However, it costs like 16 TP, and he only has 20, so it's very inefficient, and I don't like to use it with him. But he does come with Crash, which is somewhat useful. It's a single target instant death attack, and he comes with 7 uses, so that's not too bad. By the way, your skill usage actually goes up as you level up. I don't think I went over that earlier. So there's that. next dungeon, this is where the game kind of throws a difficulty spike at you. And what the game does here is it's a complete dick move on their part. You know, we got people talking about titanium, and we see Grizz here, who's in this village, who comes with titanium, and you would think that you could buy titanium armor and weapons here, and you can, and they are very useful in the next dungeon. In fact, if you don't have the titanium gear, you're going to get wrecked. And even with it, the monsters there, they hit really hard, and they come in groups of 4 usually. They can poison you. I think they can also paralyze you, and if they do get a critical hit on you, it's pretty much a one-shot, especially for Han. So, to counteract this dick random difficulty spike, you need titanium armor. And as you'll notice over here, the tents that we can go into aren't labeled, with the exception of this one. However, that's just the inn. If you're new to RPGs in general, or this game, and you don't like to inspect everything, you have no idea that you need to come over here and inspect this stall. Yeah, this is where the armor store is. And this is where you get your titanium armor, which is why, as you can tell by the prices here, I told you to go ahead and skip the armor from Krup and save it for later, because, you know, Tonoe is just a short trip away from Krup, and if you bought that stuff, you'd be broke, and you won't be able to afford this. Luckily, I avoided that, so you don't need anything for Grizz, luckily. Han can't use the titanium helmet, and he also can't use the titanium shield, oddly enough, so Grin and Han are basically decked out for this point in the game. So really, we just gotta worry about Alys and Chaz. So first things first, you want to prioritize titanium mail. You can only buy one of those. Yeah, let's also go ahead and get a titanium helmet for Chaz. And we'll call that good. Let's give helmet to Chaz, 6 defense, nice. And we'll give the mail to Alys, 13 defense, even better. We'll kind of spread out the bonuses between the 2 characters evenly. We want to use the rest of our money for weapons, but first we need to sell some stuff. Let's see, leather shield, yes. Leather armor, don't need that. Leather helmet, ooh, we're not going to have enough money. Oh man, I might have to do a little bit of grinding outside to get some money for this stuff. We'll definitely prioritize getting a titanium sword for Chaz, because like I mentioned earlier, swords also increase your defense slightly. Don't worry about the titanium dagger for Han. His offense isn't going to be that great at all in the next dungeon. He won't be contributing too much of anything other than healing. Yeah, titanium sword, really nice for Chaz there. Oh man. Yeah, normally I would just say skip the 2 titanium slashers for Alys and we'll just get by, but this dungeon is rather tough, and I do want to get through it as quickly as possible, so what actually is a good idea now is to go ahead and do a little bit of grinding outside of town to get some money. I'm not going to say more than 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm going to take care of that actually off screen, and I will just meet you back here next time, because I don't know how long it's going to take exactly, and I don't want to do it on screen and just sit here and bore you guys to death with random battles over and over, so I'm going to take care of that off screen, and I'll just meet you back here next time. So, until then guys.